back to live coverage from the 2014 Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup here in Dallas, Texas. I'm Brett Example.
And I am Tara Armoff.
And we're very pleased to bring you at least the opening half of the International Expo bout that we're going to have here. This is presented by Coan Law Offices. You can find them at coanlawoffices.com. They are roller derby's go-to immigration firm for athletes and for everyone else.
Which has been very handy for this weekend.
Indeed, considering how many nations have been able to get here, it has been incredible. What we've got is that the 26 teams that are not in the Final Four have each selected an all-star to represent them. So we have 13 versus 13 here. And we have enough time to quickly tell you who's skating.
All right, for Team Blood, they're going to be in the dark shirts. We have 1744 Turbo Negra, 90 Fall Waffle, 16 Nanda, 205 Endorphina, 03 Lucky Ale, 797 Miss Main, 93 Hooligan, 2 Master Blaster, 0 Kiki Uraz, 15 Gemerald, 8 Elociraptor, sorry. It's been a long weekend, folks. Give me a break. 777 Vix Vendetta and 111 Esther Arocha.
And Team Thunder will be wearing white. For them, from Team Finland, we have Elina Ruhoranta, number 18. From Team Japan, number 950, Thunder Bell. Team Mexico sends number 26, Sista Amwas. Team New Zealand has T34, that's Tank U. Number 77 is from Team Norway, that's Boyesen. Number 3.14 from Team Portugal is Blood Runner. Number 16 from Team Puerto Rico is Mary Poppins. Number 111 from Team Scotland is Mackenzie. Team ZA from South Africa has sent AK-47, Betty Bone Crusher. Team Sweden sends number 03, that's Thunder. Number 99M is from Team Switzerland, Womanimal. Number 7 from Team Wales is Mort, and bringing up the end of the list, Team West Indies has sent number 5, Polyphila. They're being coached by Quadzilla and Shortbus of Green Monster Roller Sports.
And we just got an updated roster from our producer, Derby Nerd, and number 777 from the Netherlands, Vix Vendetta, who was originally listed on Team Blood in the dark shirts. She is actually going to be on Team Thunder. In the white shirts, so take that. And also Team Blood, they are being coached by Mark Muse and Peter Pan of Roller Derby Elite.
So we don't exactly know how much time till the beginning of the game. It looks like the teams have finished warming up, and the officials are gathered in the center. So just as soon as possible, we'll bring you the start of this game. 30 minutes on the period clock. Looks like we're playing 2 30-minute periods. So,
yes, and this is the last fun game of the weekend before we go to the third and first place games that are happening after this game, and this is a nice tension breaker.
Yeah,
I think, because if you guys watched the morning games, and I know you did because they were freaking awesome, you know that especially I'm really looking forward to the third place game of Canada versus Australia.
Both of those teams battling very fiercely this weekend. Australia we saw losing to USA by a significant margin, but smaller than anybody else ever has.
They have come the closest margin-wise than anybody else ever against Team USA.
That is nothing to be ashamed of by any means, and so they're seriously going to bring it to Team Canada. Team Canada suffering the defeat to Team England, which is why England advances to play USA in the final bout, which will take place as soon as possible after the third and fourth place bout, which is scheduled for 5 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Dallas, Texas.
That is right, and yes, that game is going to be fun too. It's like the battle of the former colonies against their former kings, I guess. So you could look at it, or former rulers, I should say, since it's the women that are skating. So the clock is set up. The refs are in the infield. We're just waiting for the teams to say, we are ready to play some derby.
We've had the opportunity to see many, but in some cases not all, of the skaters that are taking part in this game play other teams this weekend. Some, I'll glance down here, I expect to see Endorphina from Chile jamming. Probably, almost certainly Master Blaster from Germany will be jamming. And I would not at all be surprised to see Esther Arocha from Team Spain jamming. Similarly, let's see, Thunderbell. Thunderbell's probably going to mostly block, but Polyphila is likely to jam, and Betty Bone Crusher from South Africa is likely to jam.
It'll be fun to see what happens.
And we are preparing.
Now, this will be interesting because the Team Dark, Team Blood, it's not all black jerseys. It is basically white jerseys, or mostly white jerseys against mostly dark jerseys. So it's basically you're skating in what you brought.
Yes.
So this will be very interesting.
So we are going to have to be a little bit flexible in determining who is actually on the track. It does appear that the first jammer for Team Blood in the dark is Master Blaster of Germany, taking on number 16, Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico.
Melly Poppins taking the outside, cutting to the inside, has a 3-wall to beat. While Master Blaster are also taking a similar route through the pack.
Master Blaster really gaining a lot of international attention for her performance in the WFTDA playoff season this year. First jammer out, lead jammer for Blood, and drawing first blood in terms of scoring in the pack.
And again, Team Blood is the team with the mostly dark colored jerseys.
Right.
Team Thunder in the light colored jerseys.
Star Pass taking place right now on the track for Team Thunder. A bit of an apex jump there, collecting a second 5-point pass. But looks like Melly Poppins penalized in the process of attempting to pass the star, taking the seat in the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box as the jammer for Thunder.
That means that this is a power jam in favor of Team Blood and Master Blaster.
Collecting 5 more on the pass, and some passive offense being played, turning into active offense as the blockers come up to try to open a hole.
Nice 3-wall that Team Thunder is building in the front there, stopping Master Blaster's forward progression just a little bit.
Some very nice blocking there from number 950 Thunderbell from Team Japan. And now number 77, that's Boyesen from Norway, also impeding Master Blaster's progress.
Number 16, Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico, back on the track, does complete the star pass that she was attempting before, but not before Master Blaster scores 5 more points, putting 20 points on the board for Team Blood, 0 for Team Thunder.
So nice start to Team Blood there. It was a fairly long jam, burning a couple of minutes off of the period clock. We're ticking down to 27.5 in our first period to go. So wearing the temporary number 15 for Team Blood is Gemerald from Team Ireland. Her usual number is 16.
And I think that is Sista Amouaz from Team Mexico, jamming for Thunder in white.
I agree, that appears to be number 26.
Sista Amouaz recycled to the back of the pack, has a 3-wall to try and beat in the back, getting an assist from Thank You from New Zealand. But again, Team Blood, the dark-colored jersey team, has lead jammer, that is Gemerald from Ireland.
Mexico, one of the teams, unfortunately, was not able to see this weekend, so this is my first chance to see some of the Mexican skaters in action.
One of the Team Blood blockers on her way to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box. That's Esther Orocha from Spain.
4 points on the jam for Team Blood, taking them to a total of 24. Still yet to score is Team Thunder. We're hitting for 26.5 minutes in our first period.
Next up on the jammer line, it is 0-3 Lucky Ale for Colombia for Team Blood in the dark jersey, going up against number 7 Mort from Wales for Team Thunder in the white jersey. And there is a pivot line start, a rare and beautiful sight to behold. Very OG, and this is the first lead jammer status that Team Thunder has gotten. Mort from Wales is out and already on her scoring pass.
Lucky Ale wearing her Team Colombia jersey. I've noticed those earlier. They're very attractive outfits
all of the colors in the land are on that jersey. It's fantastic.
She is out and clear to score, so applying pressure, forcing Mortz to call off the jam with 2 points. She had already picked up a grand slam, so that's 7 on the board for Team Thunder.
Up against 24 points for Team Blood, 25 minutes, 37 seconds in the first half of this game.
So a few quick jams to start off this game. Only about 30 seconds burned off the clock during jam time, then the additional 30 seconds to reset between jams. We have
at 777, Vix Vendetta jamming for Team Thunder. She is from the Netherlands, and she's going up against number 90, Fall Waffle from Belgium.
So, in fact, we have been misled, Vix Vendetta on Team Blood, as we originally stated. Both jammers in the pack trying to complete that initial pass right up the inside line. It is Vix Vendetta who gets out first. You know, she's got to be Team Thunder, though, because
yes, she is.
The black jersey there for.
That's right.
So
now interesting. She went for the call off and then hit the pack, and then the refs blew the whistle, but she did call it off in time. Scoreless jam for both teams. So the score remains 7 points for Team Thunder in the light colored jerseys and 24 points for Team Blood in the dark colored jerseys. 24 minutes, 27 seconds in the first half of this game. And we want to give a quick shout out to the Roller Derby Shirt Club. If you want derby shirts from around the world, join the Roller Derby Shirt Club today and feed your derby t-shirt habit at rollerderbytshirtclub.com.
Next up, we return to Sista Amwas on the jammer line from Team Mexico for Team Thunder. She is lead.
Master Blaster making her way out of the pack. It's rare that Master Blaster doesn't get lead jammer status.
She's very talented at it. Many people will remember the final jam of Bear City versus Sin City at WTDA Championships, where Bear City needed exactly 2 points to win the game. In the final jam, Master Blaster gets through, gets 2 points, calls it off.
That was the most nerve-wracking jam of that morning. Oh my goodness, it was so great to see that. Back on the jammer line, number 7 for Team Thunder and White, Mort. She's out and she is lead. She is up against 0-3 Lucky Ale from Colombia, and she is on her way to the penalty box for a track cut. So now this is a power jam in favor of Team Thunder. Team Thunder, this is their 4th lead jam in a row.
Obviously getting a little bit of traction on Team Thunder's side, however, still a little bit of a gap to close in terms of scoring. That's a good start as they pick up, I think that's a second 5-point pass in this jam. It is, takes them within 3 points.
Mort comes up for another scoring pass. Inside left, wide open for her. She gets through. That's another 5 points for Team Thunder. We have our first lead change.
The power jam has expired as Lucky Ale coming back onto the track.
Lucky Ale doing the apex jump, making it through on her initial pass.
So that's just enough to qualify her for score. That'll give Mort a chance to pick up a few more. She does. It is waiting for the signal from the referees. 2 more points on the jam, taking us to a total of 22 on the jam, 33 on the board. 9-point lead for Team Thunder. Team Blood has not scored in 5 jams.
Interesting how this works out. And again, Team Blood in the dark jerseys, and they have put up Master Blaster number 2 from Germany on the jammer line, which is a very smart move. I would do that if I were them.
Only 1 jam away from Master Blaster.
And Elena Ruhoranta from Finland, number 18, is jamming for, or no, mate.
I think it's 16.
Melly Poppins, sorry,
again.
from
Yes.
Puerto Rico.
Melly Poppins, lead jammer.
Master Blaster quickly following. We'll see if Melly Poppins is able to score some points and call it off before Master Blaster hits the pack. The pack going at a pretty good speed there.
Moving through turn 4. 4-3 jam advantage actually going to Team Blood, stealing away the win on the jam. It's 28 points now to 36, I believe. Yes. That'll take us down to about 20 and a half to go in the first period. Vix Vendetta and once again number 90, that is Falafel. We've seen this matchup before.
Like how they're starting out hip to hip on the jammer line. Falafel tapping on her teammates, gets through, faces the 3-wall of white in the front. Gets pushed to the back. Vix Vendetta pushing out a 2-wall.
Both teams showing the very strong commitment to defense that has been a feature of women's flat track roller derby in the past couple of years.
Vix Vendetta on her way to the Queens of the Sin Bin. She gets a track cut. This is a power jam in favor of Team Blood in the dark jerseys.
By my count, only the second power jam of the game. The first one awarded, picked up, earned by Team Blood.
Falafel out of the pack on her initial pass.
She does hold lead.
She has a 3-wall to get through in the front there. Now she has 2 to beat to pick up those points.
It's again Thunder Bell of Japan, first blocking, now bridging to extend the reach of the pack.
Out of play call being called. That springs Falafel out of that pack. She gets her 5 points.
And that Team Thunder blocker will be taking a seat. Number 03.
That's Lucky Ale from Colombia. Oh no, that's
Thunder from Team Sweden.
Each team has a 0-3.
Yes.
Hence the confusion.
Yes.
Vix Vendetta back on the track.
Well, not only does each of these teams have a 16, Gemerold had to temporarily renumber from 16. So obviously a popular number out there in the derby world. 4 points picked up by each team now as the jam concludes, 14-4 on the jam. And we're down to a 2-point game, 42 for Blood and 40 for Thunder.
Want to give a quick thanks to Brews Boutique. They are a proud sponsor of the World Cup this weekend. You can check them out online because they want to sponsor your league. They have exclusive discounts and offers, and they are the world's largest skate shop.
And who would not want their league sponsored by the world's largest skate shop?
Yeah, that would be fabulous. So I do believe that is brewsboutique.com.
An official timeout has stopped the clock at 18 minutes and 40 seconds. I mentioned that Gemerold is temporarily wearing number 15. That's her on the jammer line for Team Blood. And for Team Thunder, it is Sista Amuas from Mexico.
And it looks like each team is, let's get a nice shot of the penalty board. No one has more than 2 penalties on either team. That is nice.
Pretty clean so far, but we're still less than a quarter of the way through the playing time, so we shall see how that evolves.
And again, since this is a fun game, I think people are more relaxed. It's not as tense and therefore not too hyped up to draw any penalties.
Well, and the stakes are not high here, but the energy level will be, the fun level will be.
The fun is very high.
And that's what we're really looking for here. As we've been consistently reminded this year, roller derby is fun.
It needs to be so much fun. Gemerold trying to take the inside line, gets pushed into the infield, having to reset behind. Sista Amuas has 2 to beat in the front. Manages to stay in bounds, but it is Gemerold who is, she's going to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box for a track cut. Oh,
that gives Amuas the chance to get out, but
she's not lead.
Yeah, the jam refs initially signaled lead, but was corrected by the outside pack ref to say nope. So, well, now he's pointing at her again, though. So, regardless, 5 points.
Yeah, either way, she just picked up some points, and she's coming in for another scoring pass.
So
she has partnership to deal with in the front, trying to get around them.
Endorfina from Chile, and she must be lead because she called off the jam.
Successfully. She as we saw earlier today with in the Australian-USA game where people were trying to call off the jam when they were not lead jammer. And it was
usually doesn't work, and actually you want it to not work because if it does work, you are subject to an illegal procedure penalty.
Exactly.
So now on the board, 50, thanks to the 10 points picked up in that last jam, and Team Thunder has taken the lead again by 8 points with only 7 minutes and change. That can't be, is it only 7 minutes to go in the first period?
Wow, that flew by really quick. Team Thunder in the white, putting out Mort from Wales again as the jammer. It is, however, Gemerald for Team Blood in the dark jersey, who is out lead and already on her scoring pass. She pushes her way through the front wall. That is 5 points for Team Blood. Mort making it out. At first she thought she had incurred a penalty because the refs were yelling and stuff. It's like, no, she's got it.
2 points for Team Blood, takes them to 44, still a 6-point lead for Thunder. And as I look at my time trace here, Tara Armoff, I believe that they have retroactively shortened the first period to 20 minutes because 10 minutes just kind of vanished there.
Or time is folded in on itself. Either way, there's only 6 minutes and 11 seconds on this period clock.
And a correction to what I just said, we have 49 on the board for Blood. It's a 1-point game, 7 points earned in the prior jam.
Lucky Ale for Columbia, skating for Team Blood in the dark jersey. She is out and she is lead jammer. She is going up against Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico for Team Thunder in the white jersey,
who has just gotten through the pack and can pick up points of her own if Lucky Ale will allow her.
4 points for Lucky Ale and Team Blood.
But Melly Poppins not quite able to steal any points.
We have another lead change.
Yes, Blood retakes the lead, 53-50, with 5.5 to go in the first period. So, a very fast-paced game so far. Very evenly matched, as we've seen, with lead changes in the last several jams. Number 777, Vix Vendetta, poised to jam against Master Blaster.
And again, Vix Vendetta skating for Team Thunder in the light-colored jerseys. Master Blaster skating for Team Blood in the dark-colored jerseys. Master Blaster getting pushed to the inside. She was almost through, and then, oh, she is through. She is lead jammer.
That's 3 in a row for Team Blood, getting the momentum back from Team Thunder, who had established a streak of lead calls earlier in the period.
Vix Vendetta from the Netherlands also out of the pack on her initial pass. Master Blaster gets through, picks up 4 points, calls it off before Vix Vendetta gets a chance to score.
So that's 57-50 now. I saw Tank U, also number T34, taking a trip to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box to cool her heels for 30 seconds. Clock stopped now. Team timeout being called. By which team? I'm looking for the blinky light. It's Blood. Team Blood has stopped the clock for 60 seconds.
Want to say thank you to Derby Skins for being a sponsor all weekend long. Look like a team both on and off the track. Derby Skins track jackets will help the world know who you are. Check them out online at derbyskinswithaz.com. Also want to say thank you to Rydell Skates, unmatched quality, unmatched performance, rydell.com. Seen a lot of Rydell Skates on the track, of course, this weekend.
We also want to thank you for tuning in to live coverage of the 2014 Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup. Keep tuned to rollerderbyworldcup.com for information not only about this year's, past, but also future Roller Derby World Cups.
That's right. And I can't imagine what the next World Cup is going to be like, because it's already doubled in size from the last one. How many countries are they going to be able to cram into the next one?
It's grown both times here, and the potential is huge. I mean,
it's going to be like a clown car of a tournament. It's like teams are just going to keep coming out and skating. It's going to be fantastic.
Number 15, Gemerald from Team Ireland, lined up to jam against number 7, Mort from Team Wales. Gemerald is lead.
For Team Blood.
My unofficial stats indicate that she's picked up 3 for 3 lead calls.
She squeaks by on the outside, picking up 4 points for Team Blood in the dark jerseys, calls it off. Before Mort gets a chance to score for Team Thunder, the score stands 50 points for Team Thunder in the light-colored jerseys and Team Blood with 61 points in the dark-colored jerseys with 3 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half of this game.
11 points, easily within reach for Team Thunder, especially with a second 20-minute period to play. I also note that the number of timeouts per team has been reduced to 2 for the game. Further evidence to support my theory of the 20-minute periods, because that's the way we've been playing the early games at this tournament.
Sista Amouaz, the jammer for Team Thunder, going to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box for a track cut, making this a power jam in favor of Team Blood in the dark jerseys at number 90, Fall Waffle from Belgium. Fall Waffle has one to beat, getting past Elena Ruoranta from Finland. She gets out. She is lead jammer.
We have to look closely to make sure we don't misidentify her as Master Blaster, because both uniforms have black, red, and yellow.
Look at that brace 3-wall at the front that is stopping Fall Waffle almost dead in her track. She's trying to get through on that first scoring pass as Sista Amouaz out of the sin bin, back on the track. She makes it through for her initial pass.
Tank Yu and Boyesen were up there impeding the progress of Fall Waffle, who decides that's enough, calls it off, grabs 4 points. It's 65 on the board to 50 for Thunder.
2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first half of this game. And speaking of Master Blaster, oh, look at that. She's back on the track, on the jammer line. Number 2 from Germany for Team Blood in the dark jersey, up against Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico, number 16 for Team Thunder in the light jerseys.
Thanks again to our officials and all of the other volunteers that have made this weekend possible. It has been fantastic to be here in Dallas, Texas.
Master Blaster out and lead jammer for Team Blood.
Potentially continuing a 23-0 scoring run that has been Team Blood has been able to establish, and that's going to make it a lot easier, as a forearm penalty is going to put Melly Poppins in the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box. We're in Dallas. Can I call it a hooskow?
Ooh, maybe you can.
Okay.
Why not?
In the hooskow.
In the hooskow. Master Blaster through for 5 points. Now she's on a second 5-point pass for Team Blood in the dark jerseys.
Ticking down towards the end of the first period, and Master Blaster calls it off to extend the power play. It is Team Blood establishing a bit of momentum here heading into halftime. It's going to be up to Team Thunder to break that as soon as they can. To do that first, Melly Poppins has to come back out of the penalty box. It's going to be number 03, Lucky Ale, going to jam from Team Colombia for Team Blood.
Teams moving up towards the pivot line. No scrum start for them. A little passive offense going on from Team Blood as Lucky Ale hits the back of the pack, hits that 4-wall, twirls her way through, gets lead jammer for Team Blood in the dark jerseys.
Big lead jam call run here for Team Blood that corresponds to the scoring run that we've already mentioned.
Number 16, Melly Poppins, back on the track, and which is convenient because there is a back block call on Lucky Ale, number 0. Oh, both of them are going to the penalty box because Melly Poppins got a track cut. So we're going to do a little do-si-do, as they say in the penalty box.
Indeed.
This will be a 2-minute jam as a result.
And therefore definitively the final jam of the period, as if I glance, though, the period clock had already expired. So any way you slice it, final jam of the period, but we've got another minute to skate for each of these jammers.
Melly Poppins getting pushed out of bounds at the front of the pack, having to reset behind. Lucky Ale trying to get through on the apex, having to reset behind as well. A lot of recycling.
Indeed.
It's nice to know that everyone's so environmentally conscious.
As you know, I live in Boulder County in Colorado, so I approve of recycling.
Both jammers making it through, each for a 4-point pass for the respective teams.
That's going to keep the differential at 25 points, however. Half a minute for these jammers to collect additional points. And of course, a big factor in that is not only the skill of the jammers, but of the blockers as well.
Nice job by Tank You, number T34 from Team Thunder, hitting Lucky Ale out a couple of times as she comes in on another scoring pass. Lucky Ale able to get through and pick up 4 more points.
Melly Poppins being pulled back behind turn 2, almost to turn 1, as time expires on the jam. 3 more for Team Thunder, and still looking for a signal for points on Team Blood, figuring it out in the center of the track. This will take us into halftime.
And we're waiting for the official score update. I do believe it stands Team Thunder in the light colored jerseys with 57 points, Team Blood in the dark colored jerseys with 83 points. We are going to have a 10-minute halftime, and when the game comes back, you guys are going to have new announcers.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you once again, Tara Armoff.
This is a fantastic way to close out my last call of the weekend. So thank you, Brad Example. And you guys stick around for 10 more minutes, and we will get back to the second half of this game.
To be followed by the 3rd and 4th place game, and as soon as possible, the 1st and 2nd place game from the 2014 Blood and Thunder Roller Derby World Cup.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of our fantastic exhibition bout of all the teams that did not make the top 4 here at the Roller Derby World Cup. This is the International Expo bout brought to you by Coan Offices, Roller Derby's go-to immigration firm for athletes and everyone else. You want to visit them on the interwebs at coanlawoffices.com. And again, definitely needed their services to put all of this wondrous event together.
Oh, but I'm glad they came through for us.
Definitely,
Yes.
because this is really, really fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, as you can see on the scoreboard overlay there, Team Blood, the darker colored jerseys, came from behind, and they're at 83 points to Team Thunder's in the lighter colored jerseys,
Yes.
57. And again, Thunder got an early lead early on, and we're kicking butt, as the kids say. And then Team Blood just got it together and started through and just scoring away. And as we'll see on the track in a second there. Oh, I love this overhead shot. This is the best shot ever.
It seems like it's one of those shots that you've always dreamed of as, you know, working in Derby broadcast, but were never able to do. And then here it is.
Right in front of us.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Oh, we have a penalty count. We have a penalty count. Nobody in real trouble. Melly Poppins for Team Thunder at 3. Esther Arocha for Team Blood at 3. And Hooligan for Team Blood at 3. Besides that, everyone else below.
And
So-
again, because this is a fun game, I
Yeah.
think everyone's a little more relaxed, not drawing as many penalties
Yeah, I
as,
think so too.
as they may otherwise, like we have seen in
Yeah.
the other games this
Clean
weekend.
fun.
Clean fun.
Mm.
Good clean fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit reminiscent of the Vagine regime bout, where, you know, everyone just sort of wants to play Derby together because they're not going to see each other for 3 years. So until the next Blood and Thunder World Cup. So, you know, they're just going to get together and do a nice, good Derby bout, but, you know, keeping it clean, no dirty hits.
Also want to remind everyone we have a little announcer switch out here.
What?
We have the amazing, wonderful Plastic Patrick back on the
Hello.
call. Hello.
Bonjour.
Yes, I want to hear some.
I had
want
to
to
get
hear.
rid of Brad Example in order so I could take over. He's stuck in a closet.
Number 7 for Team Thunder in white. That is Mort from Wales. She
And
has.
the Dark Jammer, the Blood Thunder is in the box.
That's
Yep.
right. That starting out in a power jam advantage for Team Thunder, and they need this since they are at 3-point deficit
Yep.
right now.
Great
And
opportunity.
again, because this is an expo bout, 20 minutes are left in this period.
And Mort, second scoring run. Jammer for Team Blood, that's number 03. Lucky Ale from Colombia has just completed her initial pass, but Mort is going in for 5 more points. This is an excellent opportunity for Team Thunder to get back into the game or get closer as they're not. Oh, look at that. The Lucky Ale heads right back into the Queen of the Sin Bin penalty box.
That's right, that was for a track cut.
Yeah, Mort is going to continue the damage. They are now 11 points away from the lead. And there go 5 more points for Mort.
Really nice job, just solid strides through that pack as she comes through to get those points.
Little acceleration from Team Blood.
Team Blood, all defense at the front of the pack, speeding up that wall to try and prevent Mort from scoring more points. She only picks up 3 points on that last pass.
Yeah, she didn't pass everybody. See, that's the interesting thing. Some jammers like a moving pack because they like the chaos. They evolve in chaos, as I often say I do. And then some jammers like the very slow pack and they just want to push and pick one jammer up at a time. But in this case, since these skaters don't know each other very well, I guess they wing it.
As they should.
Yeah.
Again, fun is fun. Lucky Ale back on the track, jamming for Team Blood in the darker jerseys.
And then jamming in the lighter jersey for Team Thunder is... I'm sorry, I can't see it. Number 3, Thunder. Thunder jamming for Thunder.
Very apropos.
Absolutely, can't get that wrong.
This is the first time we have seen Thunder jam. Oh, she goes down really hard.
Oh, she went down hard and it looked like it hurt. Oh, and I'm sorry, there was a correction. That was number 5, Polyphila.
From the West Indies.
West Indies, yes. And one of the few times that there's been a stop for injury, in all of the bouts that I've called, I haven't seen one.
I have seen some injuries this weekend, nothing very serious, usually a quick stoppage of play. And I think that, to me, is a testament to the continuing evolution of the game where everyone is just better and better conditioned.
Well, yeah, but I mean, the better you are at skating, the less you fall. And the game is evolving as well, whereas I think the leagues that get better bank less on the big hits and more on positional blocking and strategy, whereas, when we started, I don't know about you, but when I started calling derby in 2006, it was, who can lay the bigger hit and send someone flying over into the audience.
Back in my day.
Back in the day.
Yes.
But as we can see today, even though some of these countries, some of these national teams are less experienced than others, I think they're sort of starting from a point where big hits they're not so popular anymore in strategy.
That is true. It's more occasional, and actually that makes it more special when you do get the occasional big hit. But it's really interesting, especially within the past couple of years, these smaller, more precise movements on both offense and defense.
Yeah.
And again, it tends to bring less severe injuries, which is good.
Which is good, so that skaters can continue playing longer. Also, I think jammers have become more agile, and they can see those big hits coming from either side or from the front or the back, and they're able to duck them a lot better than when skaters or teams would start.
Polyphila back on her feet, her skates are off, and she's probably walking over to her team bench saying, I'll walk this off, it's cool.
Yeah, well, at least she's walking.
And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yes. Team Thunder 82, Team Blood 87, 17:32 left in the half. We shall continue with
we have number 26, Sista Amwaz from Mexico for Team Thunder in white, going up against 15, Gemerold from Ireland for Team Blood in the dark. Everyone going down in the back of the pack.
And that's Sista Amwaz at the front of the pack, picking up lead jammer status. Gemerold also out of the pack. Gemerald is from Ireland. And Sista is approaching the pack. Oh, she went on the infield. Did she pick up any points? She got nothing. She got bumped to the inside and called off the jam right away. Picked up nothing.
But to me, she got style points for that call off. That
She
baseball
did.
slide through, that was really, I love that. Good job, Sister Amwa.
I've always said that my favorite call off is when the skaters are flat on the ground.
Or flying midair, that's always a good one
Yeah.
too. It's like, oh crap, calling it off.
On the stomach, actually, is my favorite. When
Oh,
they
that's
go
a good one
flying
too. Yes.
On their stomach, and then they call off the jam on the side of their
Doing a little
bodies.
body surfing as you go through. Master Blaster number 2, jamming for Team Blood in the dark jersey, up against 16. Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico for Team Thunder in the light jerseys.
Master Blaster recycled at the back. She's going to try it again. At the front, pushing is Melly Poppins. Master Blaster comes through. She's your lead jammer. Melly Poppins not too far behind, though. Master Blaster from Germany. Melly Poppins from Puerto Rico.
Pack at a literal standstill. Master Blaster hits that back wall. She says she got 2 points.
Let's see if the ref agrees. Ah, 1. Sorry, honey.
Only 1 for you.
Yep.
Melly Poppins scoreless in that jam for Team Thunder. They remain at 82 points. Blood now at 88.
Thunder still at 82. With a little over 15 minutes left. We shall see now.
Oh, that it whistles blew and thought that it was the start of the jam. And that's Betty Bonecrusher for Team Thunder in the lighter colored jerseys. Number 47 going up against 90 Falwafel from Belgium.
And look at that. Master Blaster's wish came true. She got 2 points. Hey, we always say, don't argue with the refs. Just go to the box. But concerning your points, you know, if you know you got it, you got it.
Falwafel facing a back wall of White Thunder. Betty Bonecrusher being recycled to the very back of the pack, almost stepping in and getting a track cut, but she realizes she has to reset way back.
Yeah, the Greek blocker there took her way, way back.
Both of them getting recycled back.
Waffle pushing them back. There goes Nanda recycling the Thunder jammer again.
Nanda from Team Brazil.
I think she was recycling her teammate, actually. Interesting. There she goes recycling to her again. And she caused the cut. She dragged the cut on her team, not her Team Brazil teammate, but her opponent for this bout. And that means Falwafel is the lead jammer and the only jammer super jam pour l'équipe Blood.
5 points for Team Blood in the dark jerseys. Kiki Uraz from Team Greece number 0 in the dark jersey, trying to slow down the roll of the 2 blockers from Team Thunder in white as Falwafel coming through for another 5-point pass.
Yeah, 2 is right. Only 2 blockers for each team left on the track. And here come 2 more.
That is
1 for each
0-3.
team. And out of play. Out of play. Falwafel has an out of play call.
Power jam for Team Thunder.
And that was the initial pass for the jammer from Team Thunder.
Betty Bonecrusher through. Betty Bonecrusher coming up to the pack, not scoring any points. That is a scoreless jam for both teams as a result. Team Thunder in the light colored jerseys at 82. Team Blood in the dark colored jerseys at 99. 13 minutes, 11 seconds left in this game.
Let me tell you about Bruce Skate News. Stop throwing your skates in your smelly bag with your sweaty gear. Your skates hate that. Keep them aired out and show them off with the original over-the-shoulder Bruce Skate Noose. Check them online at bruisedsn.com.
back on the track. Power jam advantage for Team Thunder in white. Number 26, Sister Amboise from Mexico, the jammer of note. Number 90, Fall Waffle from Team Blood in the dark jerseys, coming out of the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box.
And she's pushing. Fall Waffle has to complete the initial pass. She is not oh, but Sister Amboise was trying to call off the jam. She committed a penalty, a low block. She is being sent to the Queen of the Sin Bin penalty box. In the meantime, Fall Waffle completes her initial pass. She is on a power jam now.
Team Thunder building a 3-wall in the front. Team Blood coming up to cause a little chaos, as you like to see, Plastic Patrick, during this jam.
Fall Waffle with one more to beat. That is the skater from Norway.
That would be Boyesen. Oh, a star pass.
Well, why not?
What the heck? That star pass is to the skater from Greece, Kiki Uraz. Using some very nice fancy footwork to get through. That's 5 more points for Team Blood.
Back on the track, Sister Amboise. Kiki Uraz approaching the back. Boat Jammers approaching the pack. This is going to go the full 2 minutes.
Kiki Uraz getting caught up in that back white thunder wall as Sister Amboise facing the front blood wall and then getting pushed out by Hooligan from France and having to reset in the back.
Kiki Uraz recycled at the front. She's going to go way back again by, I forgot her name, the Norwegian blocker.
Boyesen.
Boyesen really pulling a number on her. This bout is brought to you by Coan. Roller Derby's go-to immigration firm for athletes and everyone else. So visit Coan, Iowa for more information. That's COANlawoffices.com.
We have a team out with 10 minutes, 53 seconds left in this game. Team Thunder in the white, or lighter colored jerseys, I should say, with 94 points. Team Blood in the darker jerseys, breaking the century mark with 107 points.
Well, why not tell you about S1 helmets? S1 Helmets makes the safest and best fitting helmets for roller derby. S1helmets.com or at S1 Roller Derby. And we sure have seen lots of S1 helmets this weekend.
And Dan from S1 is here on the premises.
Is he?
And S1 has had their booth up all weekend, and he's been busy the entire time, which is a wonderful thing to see. We love that from our sponsors. Melly Poppins, number 16, jamming for Team Thunder in the light jerseys, going up against number 15, Gemerald from Ireland for Team Blood in the dark. Melly Poppins on her way to the penalty box, Queen of the Sin Bin penalty box.
That means a power gem. Oh no, the opposite jammer as well. Misconduct. Were we not talking about this was such a clean and friendly bout? You're not supposed to have misconduct.
Now it's getting nasty. Since both jammers have gone to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box, this will be a 2-minute jam.
Both jammers have to complete their initial pass, as nobody has yet.
Melly Poppins going down on the inside. Gemerald in the back of the pack, now facing a 3-wall of White Thunder in the front. She makes it out on her initial pass.
Yeah, the whole minute to complete her initial pass.
Oh my goodness.
No one's going to make it easy on her. Melly Poppins still working on the initial pass.
Look at that 3-wall she's going up against. That is crazy.
Yeah, and they recycle her to the inside. As Gemerald also recycled to the back.
Multiplayer block being called on 0-3. Lucky Ale from Colombia for Team Blood. She takes a seat in the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box.
And Melly Poppins getting no traction at all. She's recycled again, and blockers now.
Oh my goodness.
Going in and out of the Queens of the Sin Bin. penalty box. And now a star pass from number 16, Melly Poppins, to the jammer, to the pivot, excuse me. And that is number T34, Thank You.
She's from New Zealand.
She's from New Zealand. And when I say her name, I sound like a very Quebecois English speaker.
7,300 individual
live
logins.
I bet that's a Guinness Book of World Record first.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. That means at least 5 people are watching each stream. 5 times 7 is 35. 35,000 spectators. What a fantastic weekend.
For Team Thunder in the light-colored jerseys is number 7, Mort, who is through.
Master Blaster was the jammer for Team Blood. She's in the penalty box now. That means a power jam for number 7. Mort.
This is Team Thunder's chance to pick up some points. She gets through, calls it off.
And we're all going to reset to Thunder now at 104, Team Blood at 117.
Nice strategery on that jam.
Well, I guess get some fresh legs out there.
And that would be number 26, Sister Amouaz from Mexico.
Master Blaster is still in the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box. And we're about to start the jam. Here we go.
Team Thunder starting on the jammer line. Team Blood unable to stop the forward momentum, and Sister Amouaz, she does an apex jump, gets out and gets lead.
You know, we're always a good sucker for those. You never get tired of good apex jumps.
You just can't get tired of good skating.
No. Oh, and I bet she's never going to get tired of grand slams either. That's 5 points for Team Thunder. Sister Amouaz on a tear.
Master Blaster out of the penalty box, back on the track. Facing a back wall of chaos, cutting into the inside line, getting through. Sister Amouaz picking up 5 more points in the meantime, and that is Master Blaster's initial pass through the pack.
That's right. Sister Amouaz could give her team the lead, and not quite, but she gets a tie.
Tie game with 6 minutes, 22 seconds left on the clock. Quadzilla, one of the coaches for Team Thunder, saying, good job.
Good job, as she should. That'll be Fall Waffle, jammer for Team Blood, and 99, Womanimal.
From Switzerland, this is the first time that she has jammed in this game.
Well, we've seen a lot of her this weekend, though. You just watch Womanimal.
Watch her movement, and she makes it through and gets lead jammer for Team Thunder in the light jerseys.
Yeah, I have to say that's one of my favorite names of the weekend.
Womanimal?
Yeah.
That I can't even say. Fall Waffle.
You can say it with your own twist.
Well, I just did, so. One more point scored by Womanimal from Switzerland. We now have a lead change. Team Thunder in white with 118 points to Team Blood's 117.
Yeah, Team Thunder right now is on a 3 straight lead tear. That means 3 in a row for Team Thunder. And now they send out number 15,
Gemerald.
Gemerald.
Up against number 7, Wart from Wales. Gemerald has 2 to beat in the front. She squeaks through. She does get lead jammer for Team Blood.
Yeah, the lead streak is over.
Mort's able to twirl her way out of the pack on her initial pass as well.
Gemerald into the pack. She falls to her knees. Will she call it off? Yes! She calls off the jam. Did she pick up any points? The referees are consulting. And no.
Scoreless jam.
Scoreless jam. Well, it's almost a tie, so it's comfortable for everybody.
It's still a 1-point game. Team Thunder with the light colored jerseys at 118. Team Blood in the darker colored jerseys, 117. And we get a nice shot of Dirty Harry's back there.
We have Fall Waffle for Team Blood. Team Thunder sends out Sister Amoise.
Amoise trying to tiptoe her way through on the outside. Direction of gameplay being called on one of the Team Blood blockers. She has to go all the way around. That is 1744 from Argentina.
Yeah. I wonder if her name is from the band.
I was wondering that too. We have a track cut being called on Sister Amoise. This is now a power jam for Team Blood in the darker jerseys.
Fall Waffle on a power jam. She does have to complete the initial pass though, and nobody in Team Thunder is going to make it easy on her.
And they're saying, no, we want you to stay with us.
Yeah, stay
Just
with
hang
us.
out with us here and let's cuddle.
Cuddling they are. AK-47, the last line of defense. Betty Bone Crusher from Brazil, but that gets her sent to the Queen of the Sin Bin penalty box. A scoreless jam again.
Second one.
Armov. Yes, 118-117. Team Thunder with 1 point ahead.
Just under 3 minutes left in this game.
Oh, hello.
Fantastic.
And what's coming up next?
The third place game, which I hope everyone is really anxious to see.
Yeah, back to serious business.
Canada versus Australia.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be mind-blowing. And what else is mind-blowing but Master Blaster jamming for Team Blood, getting lead jammer out of turn 1.
Sister Amoise, the jammer for Team Thunder, is still in the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box. She's standing.
Out.
Now she's out. Yes, she does have to complete the initial. Oh, why not? A nice little apex jump.
Oh, and she just came up on the back of Master Blaster as Master Blaster was coming through on her first scoring pass.
And she's catching up to Master Blaster.
Master Blaster going on the defense. Sister Amoise getting around her, tiptoeing through, going out of bounds. Master Blaster facing a 3-wall in front. Out of play call. Out of play warning.
Out of play warning. No, actually on 03. Thunder. Thunder for Team Thunder.
How apropos is that?
Absolutely. She had to be on that team. Master Blaster on another pass of 5 points. Sister Amoise still working on the initial.
Number 16, Nanda, hitting her out of bounds, forcing her to recycle to the back.
Sister Amoise, that was not her initial, I apologize. She picked up 4 points for her efforts. And Master Blaster, another 4, excuse me.
Master Blaster looked like she was about to call off. It's like, no, I'm just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Screw it. There's a minute left on the clock.
And her team's in the lead. Yeah, she's going to milk it for all it's worth. Another 4.
Nice work from the Team Blood's defense of Nanda and Turbo Negra in the back of the pack, holding Sister Amoise.
Boat Jammers now engaging again. Only 2 blockers for Team Blood. Sister Amoise, though, still not getting much traction. And the jam is over. Whew. That was one long jam. 30 seconds left in the bout. Is somebody going to call a timeout?
I was just wondering the same thing.
Please, somebody call a timeout now.
Do it. Do it.
Team Blood at 148, Team Thunder at 124. And I don't think anybody's calling a timeout. Master Blaster currently sitting at 67 points in this bout, in a 40-point bout. That's pretty impressive, Tara Armov.
Finally, with 5 seconds left on the period clock in this Kowan exhibition game, a timeout is being called, so we do get that last jam.
I think he was just waiting for all of the time to elapse. Yeah.
Keeping everyone on the edge of their seat.
Well, they're giving everyone the maximum rest.
As they should. You know,
well, yeah, they work hard.
They've been skating hard all weekend.
Skating hard, some of them on Rydell skates.
Yes.
Rydell skates, unmatched quality, unmatched performance. RydellSkates.com. So next game, Canada, Australia.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I think we're going to switch from the fun and lovely cuddles of roller derby to something a little more serious and potentially violent.
I think it'll be a more literal representation of Blood and Thunder.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what I think is
We're going to get Blood and Thunder.
Literally.
Yeah. Both national teams have never met, but you know,
right, they didn't meet at the last World Cup, did they?
They did not. They did not. Australia was in the third place bout, and Canada was in the championship bout, having beaten England. Yeah, so they've never met. However, we have another jam going on now. Master Blaster, why not?
Up against number 7, Mort from Wales. Mort has been declared lead jammer.
Yeah, but she has to continue if she wants to get her team back into the game. They are 24 points behind. Master Blaster has not yet completed her initial. Whoa, 77. Boyson.
My goodness.
Master Blaster's about to go in again. Mort.
Cut track by number 7, Mort. She is going to the Queens of the Sin Bin penalty box, making this a power jam for Master Blaster, who still has not made it out of the pack on her initial pass.
And then she's making it a 2-minute jam as well. You would think they would milk the clock on this one. Oh, she's just going to take it easy. No, not on a fun bout. I protest.
This is an outrage. But this is good default strategy.
It sure is.
Team Blood, the team that she is playing on right now, 148 to Team Thunder's 124. 47 seconds left on this jam. She waits for Mort to get out of the penalty box. She goes on the defensive.
That's all they needed. Team Mort back into the game. Master Blaster has to engage again, and she will semi-engage and get through. Nope, she gets pushed to the outside by Womanimal.
Mort's pushing on that front wall, getting pushed out, resetting very quickly. She makes it through.
No, she makes it through, but she picks up a penalty as well.
So she gets 5 points, but she apparently also has to go to the penalty box, and she's saying, well, why are you guys...
Is it 5? Is it a cut?
Tell me what's going on.
Master Blaster recycled by 93. Hooligan. And this very confusing jam comes to an end. Unofficially, 148 for Team Blood, 129 for Team Thunder.
We want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Coan Expo, International Expo bout. A nice palate cleanser, as it were, as we prepare for the medal placing games this afternoon.
Absolutely. Third place bout up next, featuring Canada and Australia. And then, for all the marbles, a championship bout featuring the USA, of course, the reigning champions, and a team that has fought tooth and nail, going through Canada, upsetting Canada, who was the silver medalist from 2011. England will now take on Team USA later on.
And it should be interesting because in this morning's game, USA versus Australia, it was 250-something points for USA, Australia 54, and Australia is the closest point margin of any team that has gone up against Team USA. And I'm very curious to see what Team England does if they are able to close that gap even more.
Oh, they want it. They want it. I was interviewing Raw Heidi, or Amy Ruffle, as she is in this tournament. And her response to what shall we expect from this bout, and she said, Team USA is going down. I will destroy Team USA, actually, is what she said.
That is marvelous. I can't wait for these afternoon games.
Absolutely. And now taking their victory laps, everybody taking a victory lap, of course. The United Nations of Roller Derby right here at the Blood and Thunder World Cup in Dallas, Texas. And I think we should just about take a break now and set you up for the third place bout, Australia, Canada, coming at you in less than 20 minutes. Tara Armov, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining me, Plastic Patrick. This was so much fun.